back to episode number 5 of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode. We are a month away until the January transfer window opens, and that means we have to be prepared for it. One of the things we have to look at is player contracts. Of course, we know there are a few players on loan at the moment. Sam Mather, Louis Jackson, Garrett and Zach Bradshaw, who will all be returning to their parent club at the end of this season. I'd love to bring back the likes of Mather, Jackson and Garrett, but of course it will all depend on our budget for next season, and it will all depend whether their clubs would like to sell or maybe do a loan deal against Zach Bradshaw. I could terminate his contract earlier than that, but before we attempt or think about that, we need to speak to our youth academy coach just to see if Arthur Stewart is ready to be promoted. Is he ready for the physicality of the first team? We will take a look shortly. We've got the likes of Murphy and Jennings as well. We're not going to be renewing their contracts. Age is not on their side. I mean, we can do better. We've got Conor Meehan, who is in the academy at the moment and potentially could take over from Murphy and Jennings. He's rapidly declining. I don't think he'll be able to do a job for us next season. Turnbull, I haven't made a decision just yet. We will wait a few more months. I don't think he's worth 8k a week, by the way. One of the reasons I'm stalling that new contract at the moment. But let's see what happens before the end of the season. Hopefully, though, he's not approached by a different team to sign on a pre-contract agreement. And the second thing that we have done in preparation of the January transfer window opening is to add one more instruction to our scouts. This is to try and find us players within 22 to 30 years of age with a year or less in their contract that we could maybe pick up on a free to join us next season. I do hope, though, we can find one or two players in there. It would do us the world of good next season. Okay, so we have got an in-depth analysis here for our left-back, Arthur Stewart, from the Youth Academy coach. They think he might be ready to make that jump to the first team. Physically, they think he can deal with the demand of first-team football. He's agile, aggressive, strong, and can cover the left and right flanks. 6 out of 10 rating there. That's not bad. Technically, he's good on the ball and in tight spaces. He picks the right pass, but his long-range passing can improve a lot. Crossing is a weakness. 5 out of 10. Oh, they've given us some clip here of him. Oh, that's a beautiful pass, isn't it? Due to his hair and the fact that he's a left back, I think we're going to call him the Birkenhead Marcelo. He's definitely good on the ball, isn't he? Look at that touch, the pass. Easy passes, but it's picking the right pass, isn't it? It's agile. Look at his close control too. It's good. I like what I'm seeing right now. Defensively, good upper body strength and uses that to his advantage. Intercepts aggressively and good on the tackle. 1v1 defending is good as well. Let's see. Oh, that's solid defending, isn't it? Nothing spectacular at the moment. Look at that. It's all about reading the game, being at the right place at the right time. He intercepts that one and continues the run. Attacking wise, not scared to run at a defender, winning attacking areas, prolific goal scorer at the academy level. But can he translate that to the first team though? They think he can also play in the left mid, left wing and right mid or right wing positions, which is good. Good utility player we have got in our hands here. Some of the finishing are quite good. Man of the match, most distance covers, goes back to that physicality again, and top passer of the game as well. Oh, that's a beautiful goal, isn't it? He's looking quite good, but the question is, can he translate this to the first team? It's all well and good scoring all of these goals in the youth academy. I think he's ready to make the step up, definitely. Yeah, I think we're going to look at him and he's ready to make that step up. Look at that though. Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer, honestly, to promote him to the first team. He's got a few months to show us what he can do in the first team until the January transfer window opens. Otherwise, we can think about loaning him out, but I think he can do a job for us, certainly as a backup for the remainder of the season. So we will give him his first professional contract here. So our Birkenhead Marcelo will get the number 33 shirt this season. He's also used his £500 signing on bonus in getting himself a new pair of boots, which is good to see because those previous ones were awful. But what we will do is see how he performs from now till the January transfer window opens. If he does a good job, we will send back Bradshaw to Lincoln and we will keep him. Otherwise, we could loan out Arthur Stewart. But some good games coming up in this episode, starting with Gillingham, who are 11th in the league. And following on that, we have got games against Newport County twice, one in the league and one in the BSM Trophy. I believe Newport are bottom of the league right now, so that might just be a good game to give Arthur Stewart his debut. But let's go into the first one here. We had quite a few tough games in the last episode, didn't we? Playing teams in and around the playoffs places. The good news with this one, though, is, I say good news, I mean, there is not much difference. I've said this before, but there isn't much difference between teams fighting for promotions and the teams on the bottom side of the division in terms of quality of the players, quality of the team. There isn't much difference. I mean, it would be nice to follow up a few wins. Yeah, that's big tackle from Woods. That is the highlights of the game so far. 54 minutes, absolutely no chance at all created by any of the teams. That was the highlight of the game. Fantastic tackle from Woods. He knows we have just promoted a youth academy player. He's got to play well now, isn't he? There's someone putting the pressure on him. And also, Leo Connor is back from injury, so that is good to see. Oh, wait a second. Just couldn't find the space there. It was quickly closed down. Davidson wins it back though. Oh, referee, give us something there. Good advantage play. Davidson still going. What a save from the goalkeeper. Come on, one last attack here. Davidson again has been one of our better players in this game. He finds Cameron. Surely it is Cameron, our top goal scorer. Oh, normally he would bury that one, but it just wasn't to be. That was a couple of cracking chances that we had just before the end, but we couldn't take the opportunities. It's a shame though. It's another 0-0 draw yet again this season. We're going into the first of two games against Newport County. Back-to-back games as well, which means we will be facing them next. The worst defensive record in the division, conceding 31 goals, and they're bottom of the league as well. Of course, ourselves, we've got the best defensive record, but we are struggling to score goals. We do struggle to score goals, but can we break down that defense that have conceded so many goals this season? Arthur Stewart starts in that left-back position, the Birkenhead Marcelo. I'm desperate for him to do well, you know. I'm really desperate. If he does well, that means we won't have to look at a left-back in the January transfer window, and in the long term, certainly in the next few seasons, we have got a left back that can do a job for us. They're sitting so deep here though, and Saunders gets the first one. Henry with the assist. No wonder they're conceding so many goals. Look at how deep their defensive line is. That is not good enough, really. We have not scored more than one goal in a half this season, and we have not scored more than 2 goals in any game that we have played this season. So certainly struggling to score goals. Henry's done well though. Oh, to find Cameron. He's got 2 assists in this game, Henry. That is amazing. And of course, Cameron joins his striking partner to get a goal himself in this one. Come on, we can get more than 2 here. Big tackle from Henry. Oh, he's been absolutely fantastic in this game. Oh, what a rocket. 2 assists and a goal. The most impressive midfielder we've got in the team right now, Henry. He's only 63 rated, I believe, but he feels so much better than that, our number 8. That's his 3rd goal in the season, and a few assists he's got. He steps up when we need him, you know. He really does step up. What a cracking finish. Absolute beauty. Come on, don't concede now. Don't concede now. Oh, it would be so unfair if we concede a goal. I mean, it wouldn't make any difference anyway, but keeping the clean sheet here is certainly the cherry on top. 2 assists and a goal for Henry, a goal and an assist for Cameron, and of course a goal for Saunders. Davies, I thought, was fantastic. Arthur Stewart in that left back position was really good as well. Yeah, no surprise there. Henry with the man of the match, 2 assists and a goal. Stewart's not far behind, 7.9 rating for his debut. That's really good. Cameron and Henry, both 10s. on the match rating, but Henry gets the Man of the Match award. So let's take a look at some youth academy scouting here. We've done quite well in terms of our academy already, even if we've only got the one-star experience, one-star judgment scouts. Anyone to promote to the first team? Okay, Caleb Parkin, we could promote him to into the youth academy here. He's a centre midfielder. Potential is okay. 52 to 66 starting overall. And we will scout the rest of them further. And in Scotland, we will scout these two players further. We've got Macmillan and we've also got McKeith here. We'll scout both players and see what happens in the next month or so. And in the Republic of Ireland, we will continue to scout Macmillan and we will get rid of Donaghy here. I don't think that starting overall is going to take a while to getting him to the youth academy. We will carry on scouting Macmillan though and see what happens. And we are away from home again against the Exiles. I wish we would play this team every game all season, man. I was so surprised that we were able to score 3 goals against them. For the first time, we scored more than 2 goals in a game. And for the first time, we scored more than a goal in a half as well, which I thought was crazy. But let's go straight into this one. Hopefully, another win in the BSM Trophy. Well, what do we already know about Newport County? We know defensively they're not good enough. We know going forward they're not that good either. I think they're also bottom of the league in real life, although this is not the league, it's the BSM Trophy, and we have rotated heavily on this one. One player that keeps his place though is Arthur Stewart. I thought he was superb, he was sensational on his debut. I don't want to praise him too much now, because it's Newport County. It's a team that are struggling at the moment. We want to see whether he can replicate this sort of performance, hopefully in a much tougher opponent. I mean, it sounds a little bit like I'm contradicting myself, because I know I've said in the past that in terms of quality of the opponent, look at them sitting deep again. Over the top here. Oh! And he scored on his second goal, on his second game. His first goal for Tranmere Rovers. Arthur Stewart, the Birkenhead Marcelo. He's only just turned 17 years of age, by the way, about 11 days ago or so, which makes him the youngest ever goal scorer for Tranmere Rovers. And his debut a couple of days ago, the youngest ever debutant for Tranmere Rovers. That is a good... I mean, we saw he could score goals in the youth academy, and we just hoped he could translate that into the first team. We get the 1-0 victory here. We progress to the next round of the BSM Trophy. Fantastic finish from our youth academy graduate here, Arthur Stewart, the Birkenhead Marcelo, as we call him. It looks like we might have a gem in our hands, you know. It's still early days, and we shouldn't praise him too much, but he's looking good. I think with youth academy players as well, getting promoted to the first team, in the case of Arthur Stewart, who has been doing really, really well for us, you don't want to overplay them. You want to sort of keep them level-headed, if you know what I mean. Not overpraise them, not play them in every game, but just, you know, put them on and take them out when you have to, which is exactly what we're going to be doing here at home. Prenton Park to Crewe Alexandra. Our 2 wins in this episode have come against a Newport side at the bottom of the league. Crewe are a much better opponent than that. I believe they're about 8 points clear of the bottom right now, so this would be a tougher test for us. But come on, the Rovers. I have been thinking about this, right? Maybe one of the reasons our wide players are struggling to score goals is we're playing 4-4-2. It requires them to be wide midfielders. Changing the system to something that allows them to get in goal-scoring positions could make the difference for us. One more game where we've struggled to break our opponent down. It's another 0-0. I choose to focus on the positives though, which is that we're keeping a lot of clean sheets at the moment, and we are in and around those playoffs places. And who knows, if we can carry this going, it could be good at the end of the season. Up against Port Vale here, away from home. Again, another team that are in and around the bottom right now. We're struggling to break these teams down. Okay, let's forget about Newport County game. That was a little bit of an anomaly here. But look at them, Port Vale, 17 points, 21st in the league table, 4 points above the relegation places right now. On paper, you would think a team in and around the playoffs places would go there and absolutely batter them. But we have learned that is not always the case, especially in League Two, where the difference between the top and the bottom teams, there's barely any difference. But a good starting 11 here from them. Tolaj starting up front, and Stewart starts again for us after not playing a minute in our last game. Cameron up front as well. I mean, it's we want to try and get an early goal in this sort of game. I've said this a few times. It sounds like a broken record right now, but getting that early goal, it does make a difference in this sort of games. The longer it carries on 0-0, all of a sudden the opponents begin to grow into the game, and you begin to think it's gonna be another one of those games, isn't it? A comfortable save there. Come on, look at the space out wide here. Can we get support from the right back? Not really. Jennings would hold it up, would wait for Hawks or Sam Mather rather, who starts on the right-hand side to make the run. Good combination play there from both players. Jennings, surely, son. That should be in the back of the net. He's not scored in the league this season, by the way, Jennings. I don't think so. That should have been it. 38 minutes. To be honest, Port Vale, they haven't really created any chance in this game, but they have kept the ball so well. They've defended quite well as well. Much better defensive side compared to Newport County, who we faced earlier on in this episode. Patrick Dow. Oh, we talked about our wide players not being able to get in goal scoring positions. We know Patrick is a decent finisher. It's just about getting him in those sorts of positions where he can make the difference. That time he does, and he makes it. His second goal of the season. Good finish as well. Come on, keep hold of it. Run into the corner, Jennings. He's absolutely shattered. He's ran his tank down in this game. Oh, that's a good ball. Stewart! Oh, what a chance to get his second goal for us. He's such an attacking threat, He's such an attacking threat down that left-hand side. Can't believe he's a left back. Oh, that's it. Tom Davis, one of our better performers in this game, actually, the centre-back there. I thought defensively he marshaled that back line. But the goal from Omari Patrick seals the game for us. A lot of 1-0s, a lot of 0-0s this season. But as long as we keep getting in the right end of the 1-0s, I'm really, really happy about that. So following a couple of 0-0 draws and of course wins against Newport and Port Vale, we're second in the league but 7 points behind league leaders Wimbledon, who are doing fantastic this season. But look at the top 7 there, just 3 points separating the top 7 and 6 points separating the top 9. That is incredible. It's going to be a hard grind from now to the end of the season, but hopefully we will do enough to remain in the top 6, and who knows, via the playoffs we could be playing League One football next season. But let's go into 2 more games then in this episode, against Doncaster and the final one being against Chesterfield. We are in front of the home fans at Prenton Park here. Come on, the Rovers. 9 positions and 6 points separates Tranmere Rovers and Doncaster Rovers, second against 11th, going head to head. Yeah, that is crazy, by the way, that Doncaster could win this game and go 3 points behind us. But Joe Ironside, with 3 goals in his last 3 games, that is a striker in form. It's really close right now in the league table. But Leo Connor starts this one for us. It's good to get him playing games since he's been back from his injury. Hopefully we can keep him fit till the end of the season. Come on, don't let him play that pass. I could see that from a mile away, but just couldn't do anything. What a clever little pass though. Stop the cross. Pull back there to Kelly. Kelly is going to go for it. But McGee with a save. A little bit of a camera save there, I'll say. It looks like it could have been a much more comfortable save here. There for him, but Saunders and Sam Mathers combining, no one in the box to put across. We will have to cut inside here and be a little patient. Jay Garrett finds Cameron. Can we get an overlapping run there? We get it from Patrick. Patrick, first time crossing to the far side. There's no one attacking that one there. It's been not the best games, to be honest. I expected much better from ourselves here. I expected much better from Doncaster as well. What a strike from Jake Garrett. That is the best chance of the game so far, and you would not even class that one as a good goal scoring opportunity. That's it. It's another nil-nil draw. There's gonna be a few of this from now to the end of the season moving forward. We're struggling to score goals. On the other hand, teams are struggling to break us down either. This reminds me of the Jose Mourinho's first time at Chelsea. I say that, but even that Chelsea team, they did score a lot of goals on the counter-attack, but we are struggling to do that right now. But it's a good point. I'll take it. Into the final game of the episode here, away from home against Chesterfield, who are 10th in the division, but again, only 6 points separating both teams. We are the second lowest scorers in the division and third in the league, only 19 goals scored all season. That is incredible. How are we third in the league and only scoring 19 goals? Defensively, though, we're solid. We've only conceded 8 goals all season. If we can keep this going, but Arthur Stewart is back into the team with Omari Patrick as well. Cameron starts up front. Can we score a goal in this game? Can we just score a goal? It's not asking for too much, surely. All we want is to score a goal. It's one of those. It's almost like, asking for something as a Christmas present, asking for something so little for a Christmas present, but then you sit there and wonder, are you gonna get that? That is what it feels like right now. How is that not a yellow card, man? Come on. The touch's good. There's support from the right-hand side. It's Hawks. Can we get the cross? One man to aim for. It's a good cross as well. Davis, the centre back. Oh, he's galloped his way forward. That was a fantastic cross from Hawks. Just couldn't get it on target there. Our skipper, Davis. This one might just finish 0-0 again, but triple substitution there. Davison coming on in place of Cameron, who is absolutely shattered, by the way. And Connor Jennings coming on as well to replace Saunders up front. Come on, Hawks. He's just about got the strength and the pace to get away from his man. Tries to pull him back down, but excellently defended by Chesterfield. Sam Mather, Arthur Stewart. Oh, it's a good ball from Stewart to Davison. Davison on his left foot. He's won it for us off the bench to replace Cameron, our top goal scorer. It was a bold move making that substitution, but he pays off. It's Arthur Stewart with an assist as well. That kid could do no wrong right now. But Davison with his first goal of the season, cracking finish. It's only his first of the season, man. What a goal. And we get the 1-0. Man of the match for this one for me is our skipper, the number 5 there, Davis. I thought he was sensational, by the way. He marshaled that back line again. He got himself into a goal-scoring opportunity. And to be honest, I thought he should have done better with that opportunity. But the most important thing for the defender is, of course, keeping that clean sheet, which he did keep the clean sheet. Man of the match for me. Fantastic performance. There we go. No, he deserved that. He thoroughly deserved that. But we're going to end the episode here. Before we do, let's take a look there. We're second in the league, which is fantastic. In the next episode, the January transfer window opens as well. So we might look to bring in 1 or 2 players, maybe a striker, a backup striker to Saunders. His Saunders seems to be the only one with pace in the team right now. So it'll be nice to have another striker with pace and maybe a wide player as well who can chip in with 1 or 2 goals. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.